Hey everyone, welcome back to Jill's Family, where everything I talk about on this channel is either a product or a brand that's helped me or helped my family or something we've learned from one of our mentors that we thought was important enough that we wanted our girls to know. Figure if it better equips them to handle life, it's probably good for all of us. So today I want to talk to you about learning to live life like a lobster. Yeah, bear with me. East Coast Canadian girl is going to use a lobster analogy, but I can't even take credit for it for two reasons. One, I'm pretty sure our mentors have attempted to get the concept, not the lobster analogy, but the concept I want to talk to you about into my head for years. But it finally clicked when I was sitting in church recently listening to our pastor because he used the lobster analogy. Now, please, this is not a preachy topic at all. It's just good, solid info that we all can use. So, first fun fact, did you know a lobster has to shed its shell to grow? Like the lobster shell doesn't grow with the lobster. So it's got to get rid of the old shell. And then in the meantime, it's totally vulnerable because the old shell's gone and the new shell hasn't hardened yet. So it's vulnerable to predators or getting hurt when it's being knocked around by the crazy currents in the ocean. But as much as it's risky, it's got to do it, because if it doesn't, eventually the old shell becomes like a prison and stifles its growth. You see where I'm going with this? So what does that have to do with us? Well, once in a while, we probably need to shed our old shells too. Maybe it's getting rid of some old habits. Maybe it's stepping outside our comfort zone. Maybe it's learning to take on a new challenge. And yes, it feels uncomfortable, and yes, you feel vulnerable, and yes, it's not always, the first few steps aren't always fun. I'm selling this really well, right? It kind of feels like me doing these YouTube videos. But if we don't step out of our comfort zone, if we don't do these things, then eventually our old shells, our comfort zones, can stifle us from growing. I would love nothing more than to be able to figure out how to become a better version of me while staying in my comfort zone. That would be amazing, but unfortunately, nothing grows in your comfort zone. No stretching happens. That's why it's your comfort zone. And part of the reason we don't like to step out of our comfort zone, we don't want to become vulnerable, is because those butterflies, those feelings of, I don't know if I want to do this. This might not work, and we tell ourselves all these things, but just because you feel those butterflies does not mean it has to be something negative. You just need to learn to retrain your brain, as corny as this sounds, to tell yourself, I'm about to do something great. I am about to do something great. Because my friends, your feelings, they lie. They lie. Mine lie to me all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've been like, I don't know if I should do this. This is not comfortable. And I finally go for it. I shed the old shell. I step out. And afterwards, I'm like, that was amazing. I'm so glad I did that. But if I'd listened, I would have been caught in a prison of regret in my old shell. So learning to live life like a lobster means taking some chances on you to become a bigger, better, more beautiful, inside and out version of you. I really hope you heard my heart. I hope this was an aha moment for you like it was for me. It's just, we deserve it. Learn to just trust that you're doing something that's better for you. Because really, when you shed the old shell, you're just making room for a better version of future you. I hope you'll I hope you'll subscribe, I hope you'll leave comments and ask questions, and I'm wishing you the most amazing day. And we will chat again soon. Take care, everyone.